So welcome everyone to a quick little 45-minute yoga practice. We're going to start today lying down. So you can come into Shavasana, or if you'd like to get a little bit deeper into the hips and the heart, you can come into reclined butterfly. And for the people on Zoom, I'm going to open up the chat window at the side, so if at any point you can't hear me, just send a little message to there. And I'll sort it out. So just finding your comfortable lying down position, maybe with the soles of the feet together and the knees falling wide. Maybe bring the hands out to the side at shoulder height. Maybe bring the hands all the way up and overhead. And just settling into our practice. We're going to stay lying down for only maybe about 5 minutes. And if you do need to adjust your position at any point, then go ahead and do so. And just begin to guide your awareness into your breath. Taking some slow, long exhales, deep inhales. Allowing yourself to become more and more relaxed through your exhale. Just having a quick check-in with what's going on with you today. Is there anything you may have brought along with you to practice? Anything you may want to release? Just noticing where the mind is. Is it still wrapped up in things that you were doing before practice? Maybe it's reaching out for things that you may need to do after practice. And just bringing the awareness into the breath, using the breath as your anchor to the present moment. So it is the nature of the mind to think about things, so always remain kind to yourself even when you do become distracted. So it doesn't matter how many times this happens, just come back to the breath. And just noticing how the body feels. Becoming aware of the whole body lying where you are. Noticing the space the body takes up. Feelings of heaviness or lightness. Any parts of the body that may need a bit of extra attention today? Any injuries or aches or pains that you may need to work with or around? Maybe if you're in reclined butterfly position, you can notice the areas that feel like they're receiving the most stretch. Breathing into this area, breathing into any areas of tension or discomfort. Visualizing expansive inhales, softening exhales. Noticing any points of contact with the ground, points of contact with your clothes or other parts of your body. Any surface skin sensations, any tingling or pulsing. You can really feel that sense of aliveness throughout the body, throughout the cells. We'll begin to take our awareness to the crown of our head, the top of our head. And as we inhale, visualizing our breath going in through the crown of our head and filling up the whole body from the toes all the way back up to the crown. As you exhale, imagine breathing through the skin, releasing anything that you no longer need within you. Inhaling through the crown, filling up the body. Exhale through the skin, releasing anything that no longer serves you. Continuing this breathing visualization for a few more breaths. And just playing around with the breath, becoming curious of where it travels to naturally. Noticing what happens with the mind during moments of silence. It's very normal during these times for the brain to start thinking about things. Maybe you notice sounds or certain body sensations. Again, just coming back to the breath. As we draw this short meditation to an end, we'll bring both hands over our heart. If you would like to set an intention for your practice, we have a few moments to do so now. Or if you'd like to dedicate this practice to somebody, or just bring into mind anything that you may wish to get out of this practice. And maybe you come here with no intention, and you just want to pay yourself your full attention during this time. Just feel this in your heart. And just begin to guide the awareness back into the body, bringing small movements of the fingers into the toes. Maybe stretching out the legs if they're not already, taking the hands up and overhead and circling the wrists and the ankles. Taking any movement the body may be asking for in this moment. If you want to wiggle the hips side to side, if you want to bring the knees into the chest and massage the back into the mat, whatever you need. And all together we'll bring the knees into the chest, bringing one hand over either knee, and just gently start to rock up and down the spine. So just starting off small at first, we're going to gradually build up the momentum. We're going to make our way to standing, so you can come to seated first, or if you want to come up in one motion, keep the heels tucked in. And we'll all meet in Tadasana at the front of our mat. So just roll the shoulders back, close the eyes, and just take a few long deep breaths here, allowing the body to become accustomed to being upright. So reconnecting with that slow deep breathing, taking a breath into the lower stomach just below the belly button. Now whenever you're ready, gently open the eyes. We're going to shake everything off. So shaking the hands, shaking the legs, one at a time, up and down like this. Just getting rid of any excess energy that we may have. Maybe do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. So bringing the feet and the ankles together. Whenever you're ready, take as long as you need with that movement. As we inhale, we're going to open the arms wide, breathe into the chest. Exhale, give yourselves a hug, bring the right arm over the left, tuck the chin. Inhale, open the arms wide, breathe into the chest. Exhale, left arm over right, give yourselves a hug, tuck the chin. Inhale, open, stretch through all the fingertips. Exhale, we're going to alternate arms. Right arm over left again. Keep going in time with your breath. Inhale to open wide. Exhale to round. Let's do it 2 more times at our own pace. And for as much of this practice, I invite you to keep your eyes closed as much as possible. So yoga is a really good opportunity to internalize. And you can continue with this movement or to get the ankles involved as you open up, lift the heels. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale. One last time, inhale, open. Let's hold it there. Lift the heels if they're not already. Bring the hands together in prayer over the head. Bring the heels down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Come to a flat back. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees. Make yourself into a tiny little ball. Completely curl over the legs. Inhale, lead with the hips. Very slowly uncurl. Rolling the spine up, standing. Taking the hands up the centre line of the body, reaching up and overhead. Exhale, release the hands down the side of the body. Inhale, hands come up and overhead. Lift the heels if you can. Exhale, fold, the heels come down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, melting down into this tiny little ball. Inhale, very slowly rolling up. Head and shoulders, last things come up. Roll, hands cut the centre line of the body. Take them up overhead. Exhale, hands come down the side of the body. Inhale to lift. Lift the heels. Exhale, fold. We're going to keep going with this flow in time with your own breath. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. You want to make this into a little visualization. Visualizing, gathering and aiding the energy rising from the floor. Exhale, fold. So bringing the energy down as we fold. Rising the energy as we come up. it back out into the universe. Lift the heels. Exhale, fold. At your own pace now. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold down. Inhale to rise. Guiding that energy up the center line of the body. Up through the crown of our head as we inhale. Exhale, bring it back down. One last time. Inhale. Bring it up and around. Exhale, fold. Bring it down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, rounding down. Inhale to rise. And exhale, release. And just coming back to Tadasana with the eyes closed. Just take a few breaths here. Just notice how the body feels. Notice the heart rate. Again, take any movement you need. We're going to continue with this little energy clearing series. So the movements are going to be nice and slow, but if you want them to be faster, if you want to get a little bit of a sweat going, just bring them faster, but try not to sacrifice your deep breathing. So we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider now. You can have a slight bend in the knees. We're going to sweep, clearing our energy field from the front now, so we're going to sweep the hands side to side. So inhale to one side, you can place a little bend in that knee as you go to one side. Exhale, shifting the weight to the other leg. Again, you close your eyes if you like. Maybe get a little bit of extra rotation at the torso. But trying to keep these movements as controlled as possible. So notice if the balance tends to go when you go over to one side. So a lot of these movements that I've chosen to incorporate into today's practice are inspired by a couple of really great teachers who I've practiced with in the past. This one that we're doing at the moment is inspired by Tai Chi, an African style of Tai Chi that I learnt from Davina on Instagram. Naomi, she's brilliant. And this particular movement represents the element air. So any kind of visualizations that resonate with you through this movement, go ahead and come to. You can stay with this movement or to get a little bit more energy involved. As you are going to one side, bend that knee. Imagine you're trying to push the energy away from you. Turn the palms around, pull the energy back. Exhale, push the energy away. Take it round, lean forwards. Pull the energy back. Exhale, push away anything you don't need. Inhale, bring it back at the other side. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, release. Keep going for a few more rounds of breath. Maybe as you really get into it and get used to the move, the breathing may get a little bit heavier, the movements may become a little bit more vigorous. You can make your exhales or inhales as audible as you like. This one here is inspired by my friend Ariel. She does capoeira and a lot of the African celebratory dances, and then puts them into like a creative movement series. Yo soy Ariel on Instagram. Just take it one more time to either side. And then, however's comfortable for you, just coming back up to this standing position. Release the shoulders, close the eyes. Again, take a few long, deep breaths. We're going to now, whenever you're ready, clearing the energy behind us. So as we inhale, take both hands out to the front at shoulder height. Aiming to keep the hips facing more or less forwards. They will move a little bit, but we want this movement coming from the torso, so keep the belly button tucked in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, let's turn the shoulders, reach behind you with the right hand, looking towards your right thumb. Exhale, bring it round back to center. Inhale here. Exhale over to the other side, looking down the left shoulder. And back to center. Exhale and twist. Inhale back to center. Again, keep on going at your own pace. You should feel this a little bit in the trunk area as we create this movement, but also maybe in the shoulders. Again, close the eyes if you like. Really get into the body. These slow, controlled movements are really good to help us notice whereabouts we may be storing some tension. Helps us notice any imbalances if we've got a bit of a deeper range on one side to the other. It's really important not to force yourself into any position the body is not ready to go in. Just notice your limitations, notice your strengths, and just allow the body to be as it is in each moment. And again, let's just do one more to either side. It's not only relaxing, but I don't know about you guys, but my shoulders are starting to feel a little bit like they're doing something. Whenever you're ready, just coming back to center, releasing the shoulders, closing the eyes. And again, let's just do a little bit of free movement, shake off the wrists, shake off the ankles, the shoulders, the hips, maybe do some circles. Lovely. And we'll continue to stretch out the neck and the shoulders in this standing position. So, maintaining that straight line from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Let's bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Try not to bring that left shoulder up to compensate. The shoulders want to stay completely relaxed throughout. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. And back to center. Again, keep going in time with your breath. Side to side, stretching through the exhale. And if you do want to stay on one side for a little bit longer, for longer than a breath, then that's absolutely fine. And then we'll meet back in the center. As we inhale, let's look to our right. Back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale right. And to center. Again, keep going in time with your breath. And we'll just do once more to either side. And we'll meet back in the center. As we inhale, let's look up to the ceiling. Try not to bring the hips forwards or collapse into the spine here, so all this movement is coming from the neck. So you should feel it's targeted towards the front of the neck here. Exhale, bring the chin down to the chest. Again, notice if the shoulders want to hunch up to compensate. Keep those shoulders relaxed. And to the ceiling. And to the chest. Hopefully keep going at your own pace. And then we'll come back to center. After the next time, we bring our chin to our chest. And we'll just take a full circle with the head, so right ear to right shoulder. Drop the head backwards, rolling all the way around till the left ear comes to the left shoulder. Chin comes across the chest. Let's do it one more time in that same direction. Again, shoulders staying relaxed. And then once the right ear reaches the right shoulder again, let's go the opposite direction, so chin can go across the chest, so the left ear comes to the left shoulder. Rolling the head around the back, all the way across the chest once again. And whenever you're ready, just bring the head back to center. From here, let's roll the shoulders back, interlace the fingers behind the hips, squeeze the palms together, lift the chest. If this is a little bit too much for you today, which it is for me, you can grab hold of opposite elbows. So trying to keep the spine neutral here. Roll the shoulders back and tuck the chin down towards your chest. This might feel like a really nice release across your shoulders, down the top of the spine and the neck. And you're welcome to stay here if that's enough for you, or maybe place a slight bend in the knees, keeping that flat back, folding forwards. Maybe then you start to feel it in the hamstrings or the lower spine. And then if you've got your fingers interlaced, maybe you want to start to lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Again, I can't demonstrate because I got a bit of a shoulder injury. But even if you're holding on to opposite elbows, maybe you can lift the elbows away from the spine. Just make it a little bit more active. Let's inhale, let's come halfway. Release the hands and bring the biceps next to the ears, fingertips pointing forwards. So neck stays neutral here. Inhale, keeping that length in the spine, let's come up to standing. Inhale, lengthen the spine, tuck the belly button towards the spine. Exhale and hinge, coming halfway. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold. Keep going, just coming towards this right angle shape and then back up. And we're working the core and the lower back here. So Friday afternoons, we're focused towards anyone who might be experiencing some tension in the back or the shoulders, maybe from sitting at a computer for a long time, or maybe not maintaining the spinal flexibility or core strength as much as we'd like to. So being sat down, it weakens our abdominal walls and creates a curve in the lower spine. So doing exercises such as this, maintaining that flat back, and other core exercises will help keep your spine healthy and your core strong. Let's just do it 2 more times. Lovely, and then we'll lift up the heels. Bring the hands together down to heart center. Heels down, bend the knees, let's fold forwards, rest the upper body on the thighs, relax the head. So allow your upper body to hang super heavy here. Maybe you want to hold on to opposite elbows, sway side to side, shake the head side to side, or nod it backwards and forwards. Just allowing the upper body to completely release. Let the arms hang heavy. And let's ground down through the feet and lift up through the hips. So even if you keep your knees bent, you should feel a nice stretch down the back of your legs, down your hamstrings and calves. Inhale, bring the fingertips to the floor, bring the chin and chest back forwards. And bring the palms on the floor, bending the knees as much as you need to. Let's step back to downwards facing dog. It's the first one today, so move around if you need to. Maybe lift the heels up and down, twist the hips side to side. Spreading the fingers wide. Imagine that you're trying to push the ground away from you. Create space between your shoulder blades and allow your head to hang heavy, finding that extension of the spine. If you do need to keep the heels off the floor and the knees bent, perfectly fine. Inhale, let's wave forwards to plank. Squeezing everything together, let's exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Knees, chest, chin, or all at once. Inhale, let's lift up the head and chest into a low cobra. Elbows tucked into the side of the body, try and keep the tops of the feet glued to the mat. Next inhale, let's try to lift the rest of the torso off the ground. Trying to use our back muscles more than our hands. Breathing into the chest, shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll straighten the arms, tuck the chin, round the shoulders, round the spine, back to child's pose. Stretching through the side body here. From the outside edge of your little fingertips all the way down to your hips. Again, spreading the shoulders wide, feel that stretch down your latissimus dorsi, the big muscle group that runs down the side of your back. One more long deep breath here. Next inhale, let's curl the toes, lift the knees and hips for downwards facing dog. Take as much time as you need to get there. Similarly, if you want to rest in any position, go ahead and do so. Inhale, lift the right leg to the ceiling, stretching through the heel. Exhale, stepping the right foot between the hands. Left knee comes down, sink the hips, roll the shoulders back, lift the head and chest. So finding that sweet spot where you feel that stretch down the front of that back leg. So maybe shuffling the right leg forwards or the knee backwards until you find it. And then we'll take both hands on top of the knee. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Stay here, or you can inhale, reach up with the right hand, twist, look down your right thumb. Again, you can stay here or to get a little bit deeper. Lift up that left leg and take a hold of the top of the left foot. Try to draw the heel in towards the hips. Each time we inhale, let's lengthen the spine. And each time we exhale, maybe we can twist a little bit further or just feel a little bit more comfortable in this position. One more breath. Direct the breath where you need it. Next exhale, we'll release. Bring both hands onto the floor inside the right foot. Shuffle that right foot to the outside edge of the mat. Again, sink the hips, roll the shoulders back. And you can stay here if that's enough. Or you can curl the toes and lift that back knee. Maybe then you want to take the right hand on top of the right knee. You can do this whether the back knee's up or down. And then come onto the outside edge of that right foot and guide the knee out to the side. Maybe looking over that right shoulder to come more into a twist. Again, at any point, bring that back knee down if it gets too much. Squeezing the pelvic floor muscles together, squeezing the core, lifting the chest wherever you are. One more breath. Gently bringing the left knee down if it's up. And we'll start to straighten up the right leg, lifting up the body. Bring the hands to the hips. Bring the right ankle in line with the knee and curl the toes towards the face. Inhale, let's lift the chest. Exhale, fold forwards, chest towards knees, chin towards toes. Fingertips can come to the floor or on the leg if you can't quite reach. We want to try and maintain that flat back. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Maybe you can fold a little further, maybe not. If you do want to go a little bit deeper into splits, you can just shuffle that left knee back as much as possible. We're going to stay here for 3 more long, deep breaths. Lengthening through the inhale, softening through the exhale. notice that right kneecap. Is it really squeezed tight? Try and relax it. And then whenever you're ready, let's just bring that left knee back in, if it was out towards splits. And then however's comfortable for you, let's step back to downwards facing dog. Take the right foot straight back up to the ceiling, stretching through the heel. Bend the knee, point the knee to the ceiling. Maybe you can point your toes towards your left shoulder. Just open the hips in the opposite direction, looking underneath the right shoulder. If you have welting in your practice, you're welcome to make your way into it. And then whenever you're ready, coming back to downwards facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg, heel stretches to the ceiling. Exhale, step it forwards, left foot between the hands, right knee comes down. Sink the hips, lift the chin and chest, adjusting as necessary. And then we'll bring the hands on top of the left knee, roll the shoulders back in, lift the chest, get a little bit deeper this time. Staying where you are, or inhale, reaching up with the left hand, lengthening the spine. Exhale, twist, left hand points backwards, maybe the head follows it. Staying here while lifting up the right foot, and using the hands to draw the heel in towards the hips. Final breath right here. Gently release, and we'll bring both hands down onto the floor on the inside of the foot. Bring the left foot to the outside edge of the mat. Let's sink the hips. Bring the chin and chest forwards. Stay here or lift up the back knee. And then maybe bring the left hand onto the knee and draw the knee out to the side. Possibly looking over the left shoulder to create more of a twist. Don't forget to engage those pelvic floor muscles. Bringing the belly button up towards the spine and lifting the chest. Keeping the stretch active for now. Gently release, bringing the knee down to the floor as if it's lifted, straightening up the left leg, hands on the hips. Left ankle in line with the hip. Curl the toes up towards the face. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards, fingertips to the floor or onto the leg. Again, staying here or coming deeper into your splits by bringing that right knee backwards. Wherever you are, lengthening through the inhale, softening through the exhale. One more breath. Gently bringing the palms down, shuffling the back knee inwards slightly, curling the toes, stepping back to downwards facing dog. Taking a long, deep round of breath right here. And then we'll bend the knees, gaze forward. You can step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, melt down to that tiny little ball. Inhale, rolling up to standing. Rising the energy through the center point of the body. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, take the hands up overhead, palms together, lift the heels. Exhale, heels down and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, come down into that tiny little ball. Tuck the chin, hook the legs, heels down, bum down, sit down. Let's bring the hands out straight in front of us. Round the spine, tuck the belly button in. And with as much control as you can, let's roll the spine back down onto the floor. Arms come out at shoulder height. Knees come into the chest. Gently bring the hands around the knees, give yourself a hug. Release the head. Bringing both hands onto the right knee, let's stretch out that left leg. So leg lays flat on the mat. If this does feel a little bit too much for you, just bend the knee, have the foot flat and knee pointing to the ceiling. We'll bring the left hand on the right knee, bring the right hand out to the side. We'll take a twist, dropping that right knee over the body towards the left, maybe looking down the right arm. While keeping the neck neutral if that feels better for your neck. If you do want to get a little bit deeper into the shoulders right here, you can maybe bring a bend to the elbows, or take the hand, the right arm up and overhead. And try not to lose contact between the right shoulder and the ground. And just lifting that right leg up a little bit if that shoulder's lifted. And again, we're breathing into where we feel this stretch, where we feel any blockages or tension. Gently making your way back to centre. Bringing both knees into the chest. Both hands on the left knee. Release that right leg. The knee bent or the leg lying flat. Just gently bringing that left knee into the chest. And then we'll bring the right hand onto the knee, left hand out to the side. Taking that twist in the opposite direction now. Again, maybe looking down the left arm. But keep the neck neutral if that feels better for you. Maybe even it feels good to look to your right. Just find what feels good for you in each moment. This is your practice. Gently bringing the legs back to centre. Both knees back in towards the chest, give them a squeeze. And then we'll release. Come into any final position you would like to before Shavasana. If there's anything at all the body might want before relaxation. We've got a few moments now just to do so. Whenever you're ready, finding your Shavasana, comfortable lying down position. Maybe with the eyes closed and the palms towards the ceiling. Just taking a few moments now to completely relax. Allowing the energy that we've just generated through the movement, the meditation, the accompanying deep breathing to flow freely around the body. Returning to the breath if you do find the mind distracted. Each exhale, surrendering further to relaxation. Just begin to guide the awareness back to the body. Maybe introducing some small movements to the fingers, to the toes. Maybe slowly turning the head from side to side. Maybe taking the hands up and overhead, taking a full body stretch as though we just woke up from a deep sleep. Maybe bringing the knees into the chest. Then however's comfortable for you, finding your way up to a seated position. Keeping the eyes closed for now. And bringing the palms together in prayer once you arrive. And we'll just take a moment to reflect on our practice, reflect on our day so far. Noticing how we're feeling now compared to when we stepped on our mat today. Bringing a small smile to the face and giving thanks to yourself, your body, whatever circumstances that have allowed you to complete this practice safely. As we inhale, let's begin to rub the palms together. Exhale, cup the hands over the eyes. Inhale, look up to the ceiling, breathe into your heart. Exhale, look down to the floor, empty your lungs. Bring the head back to center. Opening the eyes under the hands. And bringing the hands back to prayer. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it and be sure to check out my other videos. Thank you.